guys, so today I have a very exciting video because I'm going to be introducing you to my brand new pet. If you watched last Friday's Q&A, you might have noticed that I did mention that I may be getting a new pet, and I actually went out last Friday night and I got it. So I've had it for about 6 days now. As you're watching this, it will be 7. It is settling in very well so far. So I thought it would be a great time to introduce you to my new pet. I had a lot of good guesses. People thought I was getting another geckos. People thought I was getting a rabbit. Some people did guess I was getting a frog, and the people who guessed a frog were right. So today I'm going to be introducing you to my brand new Pac-Man frog named Fiona. Now I don't actually know if Fiona is a boy or a girl because she is a baby. She's only about, I would say about 1.5 inches to 2 inches big, and you actually can't tell if Pac-Man frogs are male and female until they're an adult, about a year old. So I just decided Fiona is going to be a girl. If she does end up being a boy, her name's still going to be Fiona because it's a frog. What does it really matter? So I'm going to be introducing you to Fiona the frog. If you don't know too much about Pac-Man frogs, they are super cute little frogs. They can get kind of aggressive though, and they will actually bite you if they think you're food. They do get really big, especially females. Females can get about 7 or 8 inches big, which is ridiculous, so I definitely don't want them biting when they get big. But right now she is pretty small, and right back here behind me is her tank. Since she's a baby, she is in a 5.5 gallon right now. Once she gets older, I will be upgrading her into Piper's old cage, which is a 20 gallon long. But you don't want to put a baby Pac-Man frog in a big cage because it can really stress them out. So I thought this extra 5.5 gallon that my parents had would be the perfect starter tank for her as a baby. Her substrate is just cocoa fiber. They are like tropical frogs, so they do need a very humid environment. So she has a couple inches of cocoa fiber. Pretty much all Pac-Man frogs do is sit in the cocoa fiber. Like I said earlier, they are aggressive and they can really bite. Plus the oil in your skin is not good for their skin and it can hurt them. So they're not a pet that you're gonna really get out of their tank much. They're more of a pet you just look at. Even though when you look at them, they don't do anything. They literally just sit there. So some people might wonder why you want a Pac-Man frog if they don't do anything. I just think they're really cute pets. It's something completely different than I've ever had before, and their feeding habits are awesome because they are very aggressive eaters. So far she's eating decently. She's still settling into her new home. I have fed her dubia roaches, a few mealworms, and half a superworm. Tonight I went and got her some night crawlers because I know that night crawlers and earthworms are supposed to be some of the best food for them, so she is going to be starting eating those. Hopefully she likes those, but they are pretty good eaters. Other than that, I did decide to go with a ceramic heat emitter. They do need a little bit warmer temperatures in the day. I have her set up on a thermostat, so her tank is about 82 during the day and 75 at night. A ceramic heat emitter actually isn't a light at all. She is an albino frog. I don't know if I mentioned that she's albino, but you can't have any type of light, so I went with a ceramic heat emitter. It emits a lot of heat, but it doesn't produce any light, so it doesn't hurt her or anything, and that way it can stay on at night at a lower temperature to keep her cage nice and steady. I do have it hooked up to a thermostat to make sure it stays nice and steady, and also over there on the corner I do have a digital thermometer in one of the corners where she likes to stay, just to make sure everything is good. So now that I've blabbed about her long enough, it's time to show her. Like I said, they don't really do much. I did check and she has unburied herself a little bit, so you can see her, but it is pretty dark in here and she doesn't really do anything. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit of footage of her, and I'll probably insert a couple pictures also. But for now, let's take our very first look at my new pet, Fiona the frog. So I know this is going to be very hard to see, but you can actually barely see her right there. Over on this side of her tank, she just has a big water dish. It isn't full at all because they actually aren't good swimmers and they can drown, but she has a nice big shallow water dish, and then over on that side is a fake plant to hide in, and then there is a humidity gauge on the back because they do need very humid temperatures. And now let me try to zoom in and see if we can see her. So you can see her a little bit. That is literally what she does all day and all night. So I can't really get my camera to focus on her too well with the glare and the low lighting and everything, but that is pretty much what she does all day. During the day, she will pretty much completely cover herself so you can't see her because they are nocturnal, and then when the temperature drops at night, she will unbury herself and wait for food. I will insert a couple pictures so you guys can see her a little bit better. She is a yellowish color. She has turned a little bit more like a lime green in the past few days, but she is an albino, so she does have a nice yellowish tint. So that is your first look at Fiona the frog. I know that you really couldn't see her, but like I said, that's pretty much all she does. If you would be interested in seeing more Pac-Man frog videos, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know if you'd like to see care videos, feeding videos, anything you'd like to see, and I will try to do some more Pac-Man frog videos if you guys are interested. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and taking a little quick look at Fiona. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss my upcoming videos. I post every Tuesday and Friday, and I'll see you guys next time.